Okay, so this is today's worksheet, and this is page 37, McGraw-Hill 8-6. And I'm going to do two problems on it. I'm going to do problem number 6, and I'm going to do problem number 9. Let's start with problem number 6. If you are factoring and we're doing problem number 6. That's x squared minus 22x plus 121. And the first thing you need to do is put it in the box. Fill in the box as much as you can with the information that they gave you. Okay, so I know that the first term goes in the first box and the last term goes in the last box. And I also know that x times x gives you x squared. Okay? So then you start asking yourself questions. First question is, factor the last term, which is 121. So I need factors of 121. 11 times 11, and also 1 times 121, right? So 1 times 121, and 11 times 11, and I think that's all. You can always check using the calculator, okay, and just saying, okay, what can 121 be divided by? 121, can it be divided by 3? No. Can 121 be divided by 7? No. Can 121 be divided by 11? Oops. 121 divided by 11. Yes, it gives you 11. And you can keep checking on and on, but that's the only factors of 121. So out of those two, then you ask yourself, which one gives you a sum or a difference of the middle term, which is 22. So which one gives you a sum or a difference of 22? Does 1 and 121 give you a sum or difference of 22? No. It either gives you 122 or it gives you 120. 11 plus 11 does give you 22. Okay, so those are the numbers that I'm going to use. I'm going to put 11 on one end and 11 on the other end. And then you start multiplying inside using those numbers. And you don't worry about the signs until later. So x times 11 is 11x. And 11 times x is also 11x. How can this give me negative 22? If I make both of them negative, right? If this is negative and this is negative, then negative 11 plus negative 11 does give me negative 22. So you would make both of them negative. But then you also have to make sure that it gives you the last term. Okay? Does negative 11 times negative 11 give you positive 121? Yes, and if you didn't know, you can check it in the calculator, put negative 11 times negative 11, and it gives you positive 121, so you can check that one off as well. So then you write your factors. Your factors are x minus 11 and x minus 11. So this is how you write it. Y'all need to get used to this because that means that it's the same thing 2 times. Okay? So it's square. The answer is going to be square. Is everybody looking? X minus 11, x minus 11, so it's square. All right? And you're going to have some that do that also. Let's move on to problem number 9. Problem number 9 says 9 minus 10x plus 11x, and some of y'all think that that looks weird, so we're going to have to rewrite it to where it doesn't look weird. Okay, so Problem number 9. And we're factoring. And the problem says 9 minus 10x plus x squared. So that looks weird, right? How can I rewrite it so that it doesn't look weird? Flip it. Let's put it backwards. So x squared is going to go first. Then negative 10x. Then a positive 9. Okay? So now it looks easy, and now you can go ahead and factor that. So if you want to pause the video and try to factor it yourself, and then play the video when you think you're done so you can see if you got it right or not. Okay, so that should have gave you some time to do it on your own. Let's see if you got it right. Fill in the box. Put x squared in the front and put positive 9 in the back. And you know that it's x times x that gives you x squared. So we're almost done. Our factors are going to look like this with x in the front and x in the front on the other one. So then the first question is factor 9. So give me factors of the last term, which is 9. 1 times 9 and 3 times 3 are the only factors. Question 2, which one gives me a sum or a difference of the middle term, which is 10? Only 1 and 9, right? Because 3 plus 3 is 6, and 3 minus 3 is 0. That's not going to work. This one is. So we use those numbers, 1 and 9. And you start filling in the box. X times 1 is 1x. 9 times x is 9x. But what do I have to do to these? What signs do I have to put for it to give me a negative 10? Both of them need to be negative. So negative here, negative here. That means the 9 is negative, the 1 is negative. So this part checks off. But what about the 9? Does it still give me a positive 9 once I change those signs? Negative 9 times negative 1 gives me positive 9. So that one checks also. So you would write down x minus 9 and x minus 1. That's your answer. Now if you go to your answers on Schoology, okay, and so if you go back and look at your answers on Schoology, you'll notice problem number 9 says that it's 9 minus x and 1 minus x. That's the same thing we just got. They just put them backwards.